Coach Prime and the Buffs came away with another victory on Saturday with the win over Texas Tech 41-27, even after being down 13-0 after the start of after the first quarter. What they were able to do, how they were able to do it, and more. We'll talk about it after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYjr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because I upload all the time. Now, Colorado, Coach Prime and the Buffs come away once again with another dub, and the sights are on the Big 12 championship game. You don't want to overlook anyone because they still have teams like Utah and Oklahoma State and etc. on their schedule. But the Big 12 championship game appearance for the Colorado Buffaloes looks more and more evident each and every single week. And if you get into the Big 12 championship game, what does that mean? It means you're one step closer to making the college football playoff. Because as we know, the Big 12 champion winner will get an automatic bid to the college football playoff. Let's take a look at some of the stats presented by Ebbs and Low Renovations. Ebbs and Low Renovations here in Louisville, Kentucky. Now, Colorado, Shedeur Sanders, another spectacular game. 30 of 43, 291 yards, 3 touchdowns. Travis Hunter, 9 catches for 99 yards and a touchdown. And of course, you know he plays both ways, so he made things happen on defense as well. But the story of the game to me, the Buffs down 13-0 as you see after the first quarter. And then after that, Texas Tech only scored 14 points. Think about that. Look at this. The Buffs were down 13-0 after the first quarter. And then after that, Texas Tech scored 14 points total. The Buffs defense came away with 6 sacks, an interception, and 2 fumble recoveries. Think about this is Colorado we're talking about. 6 sacks, an interception, and 2 fumble recoveries, including a scoop and score to essentially put the final nail in the coffin when Colorado gets a strip sack. Shedeur Sanders picks it up, scoops and scores, runs it in for the touchdown. That is the most improved part of Colorado. We always knew that they could score. If they could protect Shedeur, they'd be able to score. But the most improved part of their team is the fact that their defense can have 6 sacks, an interception, 2 fumble recoveries, including 1 for a scoop and score. That's made the world a world of difference for them because they have the best quarterback in the nation. They have the best player in the nation, and they both can play on the offensive side of the ball, of course. And Travis plays on defense. But with those two in the skill positions with LeJontay Wester and Jimmy Horn and all those dudes on their offensive side, they got skill guys galore. But everybody's got skill guys galore. What are you able to do? Will Shepard, who caught the one-hand touchdown today, he had 8 catches. LeJontay had 6 catches for 82 yards and the touchdown. And, of course, Travis had 9 catches. But all of that means nothing if you aren't able to stop the other team. Colorado could score last year. They couldn't stop anybody. And Coach Livingston and that defense, hell, they find another pass rusher, Keaton Wade, transfer from Kentucky, who hadn't really played at all this year. He literally hadn't played much at all this year, and he goes in there and he's wrecking shop, getting sacks, making plays, making things happen for the Buffs. This is a vastly improved team, and they continue each and every single week to show that they are one of, if not the best team in the Big 12. Now, BYU's undefeated, and Colorado lost to Kansas State. I get all of that. But each and every single week, they seem to do something that makes more and more people believers, including myself. They shock me every single week at this point. At this point, I shouldn't be as shocked because they continue to do it. It's a consistency thing. And once you shored up that defense and that offensive line, I get it. I would like for them to run the ball better, but who gives a damn about running the ball? If your quarterback can throw for 300 yards every game, if your wide receivers can go out and make one-handed plays and big-time plays like a Will Shepard did in the end zone, or take screen passes like Wester and Travis did and take those to the end zone, and Shedeur always makes the right decision, it seems like, who cares about a running game? Who cares? I mean, who cares? I'm sorry. And when your defense is playing like this, 6 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, an interception, 3 forced turnovers. That's tough, man. That's extra possessions to that offense that continues to light up the scoreboard each and every single week. Let's play a clip, a couple of different clips from some national analysts taking notice of what's happening in Boulder. This is Skip Bayless, formerly of Fox Sports. Skip Bayless, formerly of First Take. Skip Bayless, one of the most known sports people in the world. This is him. And you know he's a big Deion guy. He's a big Colorado guy. Jordan Seaton committed on Undisputed with Skip Bayless. And this is what Skip had to say after the game.
Before the season, I said Colorado would play in the Big 12 title game at Jerry World. And a lot of people laughed at me, and the haters hated Deion and company. And I said, no. You don't understand what a privilege it's going to be to watch the first 2 picks in the draft on the same team, Shedeur and Travis Hunter. And they were special again today. Huge, impactful win at Texas Tech, which had upset Iowa State a week ago at Iowa State. This was not easy, but now 7-2, Colorado 5-1 in the Big 12. And here we go with Utah at Kansas, Oklahoma State. They will win out. They will play for the Big 12 championship against BYU. You can book it, and you better quit sleeping.
Woo! Woo! Skip was turned. Skip was turned about the Buffs. He said they're going to play in the Big 12 championship against BYU, and they're going to be in the college football playoff. But Skip wasn't alone. His former Fox Sports brethren, Emmanuel Acho. Now, Acho be cooning it up sometimes, but Acho, he's a fan. He's a fan of what's taking place in Boulder. This is what he had to say. Let's take a listen to Acho.
Yo, it's official. Colorado controls their own destiny. Y'all realize that Colorado was picked to finish 11th in the Big 12 before the season started, and now they easily will get to the Big 12 championship game and thus the college football.
Let's not say easily. Let's not say easily. They still got some games to play. They do control their own destiny, but things are looking good for the Buffs. Let's keep listening.
Playoffs. With Iowa State losing to Kansas and Kansas State having lost last week, Colorado now has 1 loss in the conference. BYU has no losses in the conference. Colorado solidified as the second best team in the Big 12. The top 2 teams in the Big 12, they go to the Big 12 championship game. So what this means, simply put, so long as Colorado wins out, and they have no remaining top 25 teams on their schedule. As long as they went out, they're in the Big 12 championship game versus BYU. And if they beat BYU, then they are guaranteed a spot in the college football playoff. Imagine a world where Deion Sanders gets to look at all his haters and say, in my second season in Colorado, I made it to the playoffs. Who is laughing now? Shout out to the Buffs. But look, Colorado, handle business. Don't even think about losing.
Don't think about losing, doggies. Do not think about losing. This is incredible, y'all. I mean, I'm not even gonna act like this isn't a big deal. Like this, I'm not gonna act like this is a big deal. Now, this is according to the We Coming Scope Buffs account on X. This also matters because must be the money. Coach Prime got a $100,000 bonus after beating Texas Tech. He gets $100K for each win for the remainder of the season. He was at $400K in bonuses so far. I am someone who thinks they'll finish with 10 wins, so I think he's going to get $300,000 more in bonuses, and they'll take his bonuses up to $700K. And guess what? It still ain't enough. When you take a team that was 4 wins last year, 2 wins the year, or 1 win the year before, and potentially take them to 10 wins like I think they will have and predicted preseason, by the way, $700K, extra $1 million, it ain't enough. It ain't enough. It ain't enough. They'll have to rework some contracts up there in Boulder because Prime and his staff, albeit they've gotten on my nerves at times and I haven't liked everything that they've done, they've gotten it together. They have totally gotten it together and made things pretty cool. Made things pretty cool up in Boulder. They continue to win. They continue to dominate. The defense is really what it is. They got to lock up Coach Livingston because teams are going to come try poaching. You talk about poaching for recruits. Talk about poaching for Coach Livingston. He is someone that teams are going to come after. He is someone that teams are going to want to have on their staff because of what he's able to do as a coach, the way he has been able to revamp this entire Colorado defense in just 1 year. They went out and got better players, but Coach Livingston has made things happen. And I told you guys, Shiloh scored on that.
And that's an old school
to
Deion.
wrap things up.
Prime time.
And this
Dance to the end zone.
is a 3-box to show you the Deion shuffle compared to Shiloh's, compared to Shedeur from last year.
And that's an old school Deion.
Pretty cool. Let me cut this down. Shiloh's is way better than Shedeur's. It ain't quite the original, but it don't matter because Colorado continues to win. 7-2 on the year, control their own destiny. With Iowa State losing today to Kansas, they control their own destiny, and if they win out, will be participants in the Big 12 championship game, which means they have an opportunity in Coach Prime's second year to make the college football playoff. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If the Buffs improves to 7-2 on the year. My name is JeffLightsYJr. This is the Victory Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYJr, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because I upload all the time. Also, you can follow me on X and Instagram at JLightsy7. That is on Twitter and Instagram at JLightsy7. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next time. Peace.